We are testing new tech as we go along in this journey. We've got Ken Hobson working behind the scenes. Hopefully we work out and iron out a few of the tech little bugs. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and all industry agents, whether you're joining us on any of our live stream on social platforms. Welcome to the official here with, I guess, clear intention to create success together as industry agents, irrespective of the brand, the flag you fly, the network or the office environment you come from. We want to share to help uplift every industry agent to find success within our industry. Tony, I'm really excited for today, mate. This is something that many of our members and partnered agents are already quite familiar with because we've been doing a lot of this collaborative training, mentoring, coaching and guiding support behind the scenes already. But now we're wanting to, I guess, break through the barriers and the wall that are quite synonymous within our industry, depending on what flag you fly, to open it up to all industry agents. So we're incredibly excited for this initiative, folks. Business by Design, just to give you a little bit of background, we basically want to open this up fortnightly so that no agent needs to suffer in silence, right? Now, not every agent wants to be $1 million plus performer. If you're a medium, sort of 20 sale agent, 50 sale year agent, 100 sale year agent, this session is for everybody. We're going to be covering off all things real estate, people in property, whether it be tech, whether it be AI, whether it be scripts, dialogues, whether it be world-class open inspections, innovation, you name it. We want to open the forum up to all industry agents to be able to plug in. You don't have to be part of a gym. Maybe you don't want to pay a monthly subscription fee to be part of a membership or community. We're opening this up to be free and national across the country. Tony, really excited for this because there's an old saying in our industry, as we know, mate, success leaves clues. And I know so many agents within our industry whom have built a business themselves off the back of just following another successful agent and being coachable and, I guess, being trained by that agent, but more importantly, rocking up and implementing all the goodwill that another successful industry agent's been willingly and openly to provide to, other industry agents to help them find success. So, mate, without further ado, we, full disclosure, we are part of eXp Realty, right? The largest independent cloud-based brokerage and network across the globe. However, that aside, as I said earlier, it doesn't matter if you're black and white like we are, you're yellow, you're pink, you're red. We want to open this up to support all industry agents to find success. So today, mate, we're going to jump in and just sort of show a little bit of screen sharing on some marketing initiatives to help an agent be branded, be seen and be marketed more consistently. But, mate, maybe if you could just jump into a little bit of an introduction on who we are, the speakers, our roles, and what we're diving into today, mate.
Look, and as you just said, and Chris alluded to then, for anyone that's watching this in the future or joins future sessions, we all have been to many conferences and seminars and sessions where, we're hoping to get one little thing out of it, or sometimes we get a lot. We take notes, we go back and implement. We're hoping to cut right to the end part here to give you items that you can implement straight away. Yeah. So that's our goal. As Chris said, we're both from eXp Realty. I'm the Victorian licensee and in the operations area, supporting all of our agents. But this is not an eXp Realty session. This is just a real estate information session. For myself, I've been in the industry, I've lost count of the years, 1997 I started, however long ago, in outer eastern Melbourne, Yarra Valley, Dandenong Ranges, that sort of area, and have, probably in that time sold a couple of thousand homes, commercial or residential, etc., farms. Been a little bit of everything in my world of real estate, and have seen nearly every speaker and watched everything that's available over the years. And, it's a lot of those things that, coming from experienced agents like myself and Chris, that we hope to just give and share, and things that we're seeing our agent body of more than 200 agents use every day and having great successes. So we gather all of that constantly, weekly, to be able to share with you. As Chris said, no matter what color you are in your branding, we're here to give you as much help as we can in having a successful business, real estate business of your own, whether you're an employed real estate agent or you're running your own business. big companies, small companies, solo, regional, doesn't matter. Hopefully everything that we share will be of value, something you can implement or test and measure for yourself.
Absolutely. So, folks, if you're watching us live or watching the recording, we're excited. We're going to have some, guest speakers on future sessions as well. I've been in the industry now 16 years. I still sell somewhere between 50 and 60 homes consecutively year after year. I'm not the 100+ sale a year agent. I don't want to be, but we'll have some guest speakers, I'm sure, that are those style of agents. For me, it's about a business that complements your lifestyle. So some of the tools and resources we're going to share with you is not only just to create business success, but how to build a lifestyle by design. And, that's really how we came up with this whole terminology of business by design. Creating success with intention is the core value of this session. So we're going to share with you really transparently some stuff. So we'll do some screen sharing in future sessions. We'll jump into mobile app. I'm going to share with you how to use CapCut, those that are familiar with that application. Some are using it, some aren't even aware of it, but we really like to walk the walk and actually show live how to do things. So, we don't want this to be a session of just someone at the front preaching and talking down to you. We're going to dive live into applications and show you how to do meta ads, geo-targeting ads, how to build CapCut world-class video content for your social and digital platforms. But Tony, today, do you want to just cover off very briefly some of the topics we're going to dive into, and then I'll start to share my screen a little bit as well?
Yeah, well, one of the things that we know we're most, if you start as an agent today, one of the first things, you think is, I'm going to go get a business card. I might get some DL cards printed. I need to get a mug shot done. Things like that. Well, the days of business cards are long behind us, even ones that are a bit tricky and have QR codes, and I've got them and things like that. But Chris is going to show us something today, Blink digital business card, which is a phenomenon, and something that he'll show today, that he's actually attracting appraisal leads without speaking to the person or knowing the person previously through using a Blink digital business card. So something that I know you're a master of. I've got one, but I'm certainly not the tech master. I'll leave that to you. But as a new person in the industry, or even someone who's been in the industry as long as I have, I want to get around these new ideas. I want to be able to get leads through a digital business card. Simple thing, it's the simple thing. The first thing you order when you start at the office, give me a business card. Yeah. So it's the 21st century version of that. Yep. And Chris, hopefully you can share your screen and go into a bit of invert. That'll be the next tech challenge.
That's right. So talk about tech, folks. Riverside, it's a new platform that we're learning as we go. And the great thing about our industry being at the forefront of innovation is you throw yourself into the unknown, and that's all part of change. That's where growth comes from. So today I'm going to share with you, this might be for you if you're a very new generational agent who likes digital stuff. Maybe you're of the generation I and Tony were when we started. The most important thing when you started was an agent photo, a business card, and a mobile number, right? So today I'm going to show you the full scope where a digital business card can actually allow your consumers to connect with you across more platforms than just an email and mobile. Secondly, I'm going to share with you the benefits of how you can use your digital business card for prospecting initiatives, whether it's being creating QR codes for letterbox drops, displays at open inspections, through to social media campaigns and ads that you might be running. I'll then dovetail off and just dive into a little bit more detail what Tony alluded to before about consumers booking with you directly. Now, we only have to think, Tony, when we go and shop online these days, we do it for convenience because we don't have to talk to someone or go to the retail shops, right? When we book an Uber, we book online, right? We don't speak to the Uber driver to pick us up. We as consumers are doing more and more stuff online than ever before, where we don't need to actually converse, talk, and interact with someone to make stuff happen, right? And let's be real, not many people want to speak to real estate agents unless they've got an established or previous relationship from you. I'm sure we can all relate and attest to making those cold calls and getting more objections and rejections than, invitations into the home. So what I'm trying to make it simplistically and a lot easier for the consumer to do is just connect with me online, right? They don't have to pick up the phone. and ring me, because that can be a little bit uncomfortable. And if they want to book with me, like when we go to book with our doctor's surgery, or anyone we want to book with, barber online. I just booked the barber's appointment the other day, mate. I booked it all online. I didn't talk to the barber shop, right? So just trying to take these same synergies and apply them to what we do as transactional real estate agents. So firstly, I'm going to share my screen now, folks. And I'm going to take you to... All right, cool. So that's Blink. You can see it, mate?
Yep.
Cool. So this is my digital business card, folks. Some of our partnered agents are already doing this, using it incredibly well. Some aren't. For some of our existing members, I know we've done a lot of training this, so if we're rehashing, we apologize. But again, the training sessions that we've held internally within our network, we thought, what a great opportunity. Let's just open it up for everybody, right? So if you want to create a digital business card, the greatest thing about this is it's free, right? So if you want to create your own account, blink.me is the link that you can go to. And the great thing about it as well is that there is an app on your phone that you can use as well, which is really, really useful. So you can see my digital business card there. Now, Tony, how many times have you had it over the life of your career? Hey, Tony, do you have a business card? And you give a business card out to somebody, right? There's no guarantee that person's going to call you, though, right? Because you've just given them your intel, but there's no guarantee they're going to give you a call or email you. With the digital
we don't
Blink,
keep them like we used to. We used to keep them. I had a beautiful little folder with all the business cards in. It just doesn't happen anymore. And unfortunately, even business cards I've got recently, I'm just putting them in the big round file. And, I'm thinking, well, if I need that person, I'll Google him or something like that. But this is something that, this is the way to cut through that problem.
Well, printing's expensive in any business today, right? So the more that we can cut out printing, I'm not discouraging doing letterbox drops, because you're going to see today how I link my digital business card to my letterbox drops, yes, but trying to keep those printing costs down is important, right? But the advantage with Blink is when Tony asks me and says, hey, Chris, can I grab your business card? I can actually say, sure, Tony, let me send it to you now directly to your mobile phone, because everyone's carrying a mobile phone, right? So if I go to this send button, you'll see here in a moment, it comes up. Oh, I clicked on the link. It comes up with an assortment of options. So we've got copy link, text your business card. You can email it. You can send it via WhatsApp, send it via LinkedIn, and you can send it through Facebook, all the usual channels we're all accustomed to, right? So if I want to send Tony a text, I just say, Tony, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you my digital business card right now. Tony, what's your number, mate?
0419 870 513.
So you put in the number, there's a little personal message, so you can personalize the message to Tony, but I'm just going to, in the interest of time, text that to Tony. Tony, when you get that message, just bring it up on screen, show us what it looks like. But here's the catch. You've now got Tony's information. You've got his name. You've got his mobile number. We are in the business of data and relationships. When you give a printed business card, you've got no data, you've got no information, you've got no contact from them that you can nurture from that day forward. What does it look like when you open it up on the SMS, Tony?
So click the link on the SMS, opened up just as your card you showed earlier.
To your right, mate.
Flick back to that, flick back to your card.
Yep.
On the tab there. So
cool.
What I got exactly what's on screen now.
Get contact information.
Came as a simple
That's really important.
Message.
Yeah, and the thing is, guys, Blink will give you a summary of who's connecting with you as well. When you send them the information directly, it'll link through to a nominated email address as well. So you'll get notifications of when they access your digital business card. Main thing is we're acquiring data through getting their information and sending the digital business card to that person. I get anywhere from a handful of contacts per week where people ask me, have you got a business card? Bang, give me your name, number right now. I'll send it to you digitally. So this is the digital business card. So as I said, it can connect the consumer to a lot more about who you are, not just a mobile, not just an email address. What we're going to dive in today is this platform here of booking with Chris directly. Again, this is Calendly.com. Some of you are going to be very familiar with this, right? But it's a free platform where you can encourage a client to book in with you directly. I've had 2 appraisals just in the last month where they popped up into my Gmail, your Google, your Outlook calendar, or however you want to set it up. It goes in there automatically. and the client is booked in with you without even having to pick up the phone and speak to you. The cool thing with Calendly as well is you can set up some parameters with notifications and reminders. So a little bit of autonomy is really cool in that space. Again, just jumping back to the digital business card, rather than just having a URL on your printable business card, you can actually connect them straight to your own agent website, right? Now, always encourage, have this going to you as the agent, your website, not who you work for. This is trying to drive organic traffic more so to you as the industry agent. You can see here, I've got some landing pages as well. So if we want a quick price update on our home, if we're doing a price drive, DL letterbox drop in our farm core area, we want a QR code that landing page. If they click that, they can start submitting some information on what their home is worth. If you're building a rent roll asset, you can engage landlords through submitting their information through their landing page. If you do online offers, buyers can submit offers. But you can see, Tony, there's a suite of connectivity here on the digital business card that offers a lot more value for the consumer to connect with you outside of just a mobile, email, and maybe a URL. You can link your social media addresses.
And this is something that the consumer can go back to at any time, but also something that when you find you've got a new link you want to add or to change your link, you can go back to Blink, change or add a new link, and the consumer is going to see that link next time they go in. So it's not a static page you've shared. It's a live and growing page of information that for the consumer, if it's something new you got to offer, put it on there and they've got it straight away and for forevermore.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm not going to go and build a whole business card today in the interest of everyone's time, but I'm just going to show you very quickly how easily it is to build a business card. Because as you've seen my finished product. We've got a nice background there. We've got a logo of who we represent proudly, a nice agent photo, right? But if I want to edit any of this, it's very simple. So once you create the business card, you can see here, you can select color themes as well. So if you like purple, you like gray, you can choose your theme. But essentially, it's literally drag and drop. So if I hypothetically wanted to put in a landline number.
Who has a landline number?
Not me. Right. Click save. You can see it's put it down here on the bottom of my business card, and it's as simple as drag and drop in priority of where I want that to appear. Okay. So it's very easy for you to add digital assets to your business card. I'm going to get rid of that one because we don't need it. Delete. But you can see all the social widgets, the messaging apps that you can add. There is a ton of stuff here. It's really cool. Once you find your feet, you get set up, you can have multiple cards as well. So you can have one for, maybe personal, one for business. You can create cards here. And you can see here, this is where we're building the card from the scratch. So company logo, profile picture, but you get my gist, right? Have a go at it, folks. At the conclusion of today's session, we're going to send everybody some information from this session. It's going to have all our contact information. If you need any support, we're always just a DM or an email or a call away to help guide you through setting up a digital Blink card. But there's lots of YouTube videos on this stuff too, Tony, as well, which people can watch. It's almost, I'm going to say, idiot-proof to some degree once you find your feet with it, but it's very, very simple.
Look, I've had it. There are other programs. Blink is the one that we're recommending. It's probably the one that's most visually friendly, and they're both. Other ones I've seen are easy to use, but this is one that we have no interest in the company or anything like that, but one just in the interest of sharing. The other one's Linktree, but Blink's the one we've done the demo here on today. I can report, Chris, we're live on LinkedIn.
Awesome.
And for those that are watching there, thank you. And we hope to get the tech a bit more sorted by next week. But it's a challenge, or next fortnight. It's been a challenge, but we hope to bring you far more relevant and valuable information in the coming sessions.
Hey, mate, we don't promise to be perfect with tech, but we're always trying to evolve in that space, that's for sure. And as I said, first time using Riverside, we've done a few demos, but there's nothing better to learning than live. I remember when I started my career and people said, how did you get so many followers on your Facebook page? Live algorithms. I recorded everything live, everything I did, whether it was a just listed, a just sold, a sold celebration, a client testimonial, live. It accelerated the algorithms. But I made a lot of mistakes in the beginning, mate. I wasn't perfect. So we'll learn as we grow, that's for sure. So once you've got your digital business card set up, folks, you can use that as a QR code. So, you can see here I've got my unique blink.me URL code that is specific and unique, identified to my business card. So if you want to create QR codes, the site that I use is QR code generator. Just be mindful, some QR codes do expire after a 90-day period. So, if you do a letterbox drop and they keep it on their dining table and they don't actually scan your QR code until day 93, some platforms, if they scan that code, the link actually won't work because it expires after 90 days. Some of
them will come and want to charge you after 90 days, which I found out the
correct.
hard way. And
yes,
when you've done it, I had printed booklets and things, and you've got no choice but to pay because you put it in printed material. But this one here is free, and remember that URL.
Absolutely. the-QR code-generator.com is what I use. No expiration. You literally dump your link that you want to create the QR code for. You download it. And you'll see that the code is there and ready to go. Okay. Now, some people, we're not jumping into a Canvas session, but
yeah,
I'm just going to show you. We will in future sessions. Absolutely.
Ken's just, our esteemed producers messaged me saying that Canva does have a QR code generator.
Yes.
We use Canva quite a lot for all of our marketing materials. So that's something we may get into in another session, certainly.
Absolutely. I'm just going to show you like an example here, and I'm going to show you this. This is an open inspection display. But if I wanted to link that QR code to my business card, simply drag and drop and upload the QR code into Canva, and away you go. I'm going to share with you the open inspection templates in a moment that we use at Opens to link buyers to your Blink digital business card, or any consumer for that matter. The next thing I wanted to talk about was this matter here of creating a book with you directly page. So firstly, I'm going to encourage, if you haven't, go to calendly.com is the website. Again, this is another free platform, and you can create a number of event types. So as you can see, I've got two here predominantly that I use. The book with Chris one is where the client can book with me directly. Again, linking back to my Blink business card here. So when we go into this event, you'll see it enables the client to secure a booking. Again, there's some parameters you can set in Calendly to protect your time. So if you don't want them to book within 24 or 48 hours of you being available, you can block out in advance. That's generally useful. I'd always recommend at least not allowing people to book in with you the same day as today, because if you've got a busy day ahead, it might just jam you a little bit. But I generally allow a 24-hour period before the consumer can book in with me. So you can see I haven't got Wednesday available, which is today, but they can book in with me tomorrow. So I'm just going to take you through what the user experience is like. They'll be able to see some time slots available. So what I want to point out is I use a Google Calendar, alrighty? So you're going to see here, if I've got time slots booked in, these time slots will not show available in my Calendly. Calendly will pick up of appointments you've already got committed in your diary and won't make these time slots available. But let's say we're going to book in with Chris tomorrow at 12 p.m. And then we've got mandatory fields that the consumer needs to enter in. So again,
can I just share with you? Can I just interrupt and share with you? This is the power of this. What we can do these days and how we collaborate at EXP. Nigel Pretty, one of our agents, just alluding to the fact that you can add testimonials live to your Blink business card. So this is the sort of thing that is happening live. I'm getting messaging from, from people out there in the industry off LinkedIn that are giving us ideas already to continually enhance your Blink business card and enhance your business.
That's a great point. And Nigel's a very clever tech guy that we bounce a lot of collaborative ideas off. In fact, he would recall when we were in America over a year ago, we seen the Americans using Blink and they were insanely using it. Like literally I would meet them and they would walk away. And then 2 minutes later, I would get a SMS from the person I just met in America, click the link and they would have an introductory video at the top with all their contact details below. Hey, Chris, awesome to meet you just before, man. We love you guys. You guys are Aussies, awesome. My details are down below. Just save them and we'll stay in touch. Like, imagine that if you could do a personable message like that after every client appraisal, a video, 30 seconds. Great to catch up with you today, Tony. Looking forward to helping you with your future property aspirations when the time's right. As always, all my contact information is below. Again, guys, girls, I want to emphasize we're trying to drive as much organic traffic to you because it is you that is the brand in 2024, most importantly, that the consumer wants to connect with. People call you in because they know, like, and trust you and they want to do business with you. And that's why they're calling you into their living room. So we want to centralize as much of that branding goodwill all about you to be about you. So again, just sharing the screen here. So you can see I've entered in my address. I'm looking to sell an order buy, put my mobile number in. This is for SMS automation as well and scheduling event. So what will happen? You can see they're booked in. They will get an email reminder with the calendar appointment to put into their diary. And then you can also set reminder parameters. What will also happen is if we go into my diary, you can see the appointments in here for them already, right? It's gone straight into my Google Calendar.
Magical.
Well, not everybody wants to talk to agents in 2024, Tony. I respect that. And if we can make it convenient for them to book.
Booking, I've done doctors online and you talked earlier about the Ubers and, the new generation are ordering a can of Coke that's coming to their front door. We've got to get with that in real estate without going outside of what we're trying to achieve in meeting people and offering a service and getting to the end result of getting people moved and us creating a business that does that as effectively as we possibly can.
Spot on, mate. Make it easy for the consumer to connect with you. Business comes a lot easier, that's for sure. You can see here I'm actually in the event in Calendly, folks. So that's what the consumer's seen, but this is where you can set your parameters. And again, from this recording, this live session, we're going to send you our contact information. Get in contact with us if you need help setting this stuff up. We're only too happy to guide you through it. But you can see I've got the event details, so you can create your event name, the duration. You can ask the invitee to put in their location. Obviously, you want that because it's a homeowner. You want their address. You can then schedule who the host is. That's going to be yourself always. You can set the scheduling settings as well, so how far people can book with you in advance. So mine's set to 60 calendar days at the moment. You can set your hours of operation. Appreciate it. We're all deserving of a day off. So if your day off's a Sunday, you don't want people to be able to book with you, you can see I'm not available on a Sunday. So you can set your time parameters that people can access your diary. And then you can set in there also some reminders and booking page
Chris,
options.
Live questions we're being asked on LinkedIn. Can you connect this to a iCloud calendar, an Apple calendar? I've found that online that you can. So for Cherie, who's one of our agents in Queensland, we certainly try and help and give answers as quickly as possible, but just this interaction's incredible, and being able to, share these things live and now, and, we'll be sharing the recording later today. But yeah, loving it.
Great question, Cherie. Thanks for chatting with us live. I'm not an Apple user, I'm the Android guy, but don't hold that against me, but we always try and find the answers. So Tony, thanks for being on the front foot there. You can see here, this is where I'm creating the booking page options. So we obviously want their first name, last name. I try and keep this really simple, right? They can add in husband or wife details by adding a guest. They can also invite them into the calendar appointment by putting in hubby's email address or wife's email address. Obviously, the location of their property. You can see these are locked, so they're mandatory questions. These aren't mandatory, so please share anything that will help prepare for our meeting. They don't have to fill that in. The mobile number and then the text message phone number is mandatory because you need their mobile number to confirm the appointment, right? So that's and then you can set up notification workflow. So email reminders, you can set whether it's 12 hours, 6 hours, 24 hours before the appointment. You can also set up text reminders as well to both you as the agent, but also the consumer who's booked in with you directly. And you can also change the messaging in the reminders if you wish as well. But again, folks, going to encourage, if you want the consumer to have access of ease to book with you directly, Calendly, set up the event type, link it to your digital business card, and just make it seamless for people to connect with you. Because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how this can transpire to some digital ads, right? So I'm in Meta Ads, Meta Facebook at the moment. I've just created a generic ad in the interest of everybody's time. This is a video promo I was running for a property, right? So let's say this property, I've got a landing page. This is part of our AI tech platform we've got readily available to our EXP members. So every listing receives its own customized landing page. You can see here that Claire is the concierge assistant. So you can chat with Claire directly. Now, AI is always a contentious talking point, Tony. It's there not to replace us, but most importantly, it's there to help us become more efficient, right? So I share this page with my vendor when we are in marketing readiness and the home goes live. And I say, look, Tony, here's Claire, our concierge service provider. She is AI. Her role is not there to take care of the buyers. I'm there to nurture and handle every buyer. But if I'm busy and the consumer wants something at the click of the button, because we are all time poor today, they can connect with Claire and engage with Claire and get the information they require. Perhaps if I'm in an appointment, I'm doing an appraisal or I'm at an open, they can start to engage on your property directly. Sellers love this. I get them to chat with Claire. I get them to connect with their own property's landing page. But what's really funky about this is that if you're running a digital ad about that particular property, you can grab that URL. You can go into your ads manager where you've created your ad. Most people I see leave their ads pretty standard at sending a WhatsApp message, which is fine. Again, we'll get into how to set up basic geo-targeting ads in future sessions, so stay tuned for that. But I just want to show you how quick and easy it is to, when you're creating a digital ad through Facebook Meta, if you want to change the button to learn more, you could put in the concierge button of that landing page. So if the consumer sees the live ad and they click learn more, it will take them to that property's landing page. What I'm getting at here, though, is when you're using digital ads, if you're using Meta Ads really well, you can use your digital business card with the same capacity. So you can still have the learn more button, but now we're grabbing the digital business card and linking that into the ad of this property. So if somebody sees this property and your ad that you're doing to drip feed target ads, and they click the learn more button, it's going to take them to all that wonderful digital asset that's all you. Now, they might be wanting to make an offer on the home, so they can click and say, let's make an offer. Maybe they're a home seller and they've seen the content that you're putting out there and they think, I like that. Because, Tony, I get a lot of business from video and social, and I have a lot of people book in with me for that reason because they want the same for their home. So it might be the case here where they see that video out of that home. They say, let me book in with Chris directly. I want an appraisal. You can see how this is all starting to link back together now. Yeah, mate?
Mm-hmm. So everything's coming back to that digital business card, all of those other tools and tech that you're using, and you flipped into Meta there quickly, and that's another whole session. So let's not go too far into that, because that's starting to get quite detailed, and that's something that for those that are interested in learning how to do Facebook ads and that, there's some great power there, and Chris has mastered it. So we'll certainly get to that in another session.
Absolutely. Then lastly, I just want to share with, now I'm going to drag something on screen here, but it's not working. So let me work this out, mate.
the interest of time, I don't know how much you've got left on your agenda, but we're at 10:37 or 37 minutes in, apart from the glitches at the start.
It's not sharing that screen. Let me just go stop share for a minute, mate. And lastly, I just want to... QR codes most certainly is the way of the future. It's here. Thank you, COVID. It definitely made it a lot easier for us to QR code people.
They were just about dead and gone. And obviously the QR gods of the world created COVID so we could all get them handled. And now when we walk into a restaurant, we order our beer on a QR code and it arrives at the table. It's incredible.
That's right. Well, I'm hoping this will work. So can you see that screen there, mate, and the open pull-up banners?
Yes.
So again, this is just something I shared with many of our members, again, QR coding it. So you can see here, we've got the digital business card, which is the one on the right there, connect with Chris directly. So you can use it at open inspections. This is our little pull-up banner. We QR code our latest Property Pulse publication. Ken Hobson, the marketing genius he is, has created a lovely glossy magazine that we can use in our BDA, our farm areas, our core suburbs, whatever it might be. It's a 12 monthly subscription. I think it's $3.99 for the publication or thereabouts. Don't hold me to that cost. Ken, I'm sure he'll add more to the content at the conclusion of this session. And then we've got this offer form, digital offer form that people can QR code into. Again, it's all coming back from the landing digital asset pages of your digital business card that you've created and set up, whether they want to connect with you, whether they want to see your beautiful monthly glossy digital magazine and publication, or they want to make an offer on the home that you are opening up tonight or on the weekend. The last one I want to show you is my monthly reports that I do to my core area of Burton. This suburb I've been synonymous in for 10 years now. It's good for 1 to 2 sales each and every year for me. So you can see here I created an A3 printable publication that goes out to 1,836 homes every calendar month. We've got the front page, we've got the rear page and the rear folding page. So the rear page for me is always a real estate segment. And again, it's scanning them.
Chris, you're still sharing your Explorer page, not your... So back up 10 seconds.
Yep.
And share the report you were just alluding to, which opened in a PDF screen, obviously.
Did it? Okay, mate. We are... Let me just go like this, right? Entire screen. Let's see how that goes.
No, that's not it.
No, not working.
That was about 100 versions of us.
Yeah, one's enough, mate. Okay, where are we? Let's go window. Doing that again.
Yeah. No, that's all right. We can cover that next time.
Yeah.
We've probably covered a heap today on Blink, and there's other things that will build off that we can cover in other sessions. But really want to thank everyone who is there live today. They were certainly live on LinkedIn. We're going to attempt to get our live Facebook feed right for next time in a fortnight. But in a fortnight's time, which I think will be October by then, on a Wednesday at 10 a.m. we'll do this live again. And I just want to say thank you for those that come. I want to share quickly my screen. So now it's my turn to go look for a screen to share.
It's great technology. This is what I love the most.
Look,
you're learning as you go. And then you watch the recordings over the months and you look back where you started and you could think, oh my God, how basic were we then to how much we've advanced to now?
Right, here we go. So as we said earlier, we're from EXP Realty in Australia. We're one of the largest, we are the largest independent real estate company in the world. If you'd like to know any more, you can see there on your screen, life@exp.com.au. You can have a private message conversation with one of us or one of our agents. If you are interested in EXP, I encourage you to reach out to one of our agents, not to reach out to corporate. You're obviously going to hear the corporate spiel if you talk to us. But look, we're just here to try and make your real estate business and your real estate life, and then your life in general, as pleasurable and best it can be. And for those of you that may, there's a lot that'll be watching that are already with EXP. For those of you that aren't, being able to work from home, work your own hours, your own pace, your own goals is just freeing, and something that everyone in our organisation is very much enamoured by, and wish they'd done it earlier. But here we are for you now, if that's what interests you.
Absolutely. That's a good point, mate. If you're willing to be your own boss, you want to back yourself, go into business for yourself, but not by yourself, start off at that landing page, but reach out to any one of our partnered agents and hear their story and their why and their journey. Guys, girls, thanks for joining us on this first live session, Business by Design, Creating Success with Intention. Tony, we can only get better from here forward, mate. Thank you again for collaborating. And
for anyone that's ever watched, for anyone that's ever watched the first sessions of some of the greatest podcasters, and I know we've talked about even Mike Sherrard. I saw his first sessions he shared with us not so long ago, 7 or 8 years ago, and he's come a long way. You're talking about one of the best of the best. And, the Tom Panoses of the world that started doing these types of things years ago, and, now he's very polished. And for a lot of others, we hope to, get a lot better and offer you just value as much as we possibly can.
Absolutely. So wherever you're at, don't suffer in silence. If any of this resonates with you, or you just want to collaborate and help support, train, coach, guide one another, just reach out to us. Everyone will get the contact information at the conclusion of today's live session. Thanks for joining us on Business by Design, folks, and we'll see you in a fortnight's time on the next session. Thanks, guys.